What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy JDiesel coming at you live with another episode of Under the Radar. And with me today, as always, my partner in crime, Grandmaster FloKey himself. How you doing today, my man?
You know exactly how my week's been.
I know this man is big sleep. But you know
I'm
what?
big. I'm big sleep. I had a character crisis. Did I text you during that? That
No,
era?
I only got the end result, which
Oh
is
my god!
this man went through a metamorphosis this weekend.
It was so bad.
But
It was just one day straight of me texting like 6 people, and I was like, "Guys, how do I do?" And then I went back to Big Green, and I can't wait to play in Kyle King's Collision Invitational. Speaking of Invitationals, PRZ was yesterday. If you haven't had a second to watch it, because I have to go back and watch the VOD, watch the VOD. But if you don't care about spoilers, because I know there's people that care about spoilers.
that's true. If you haven't watched the tournament yet, we're going to be breaking down a lot of stuff from it. Go watch it right now. The
You
link
have like,
will be in the video below this. But
yeah,
that's a
yeah.
good,
If
with
like,
that as a segue, spoilers
yeah,
aside, we got to talk about
you
this
have,
guest.
we do. You got 10 seconds to go over there right now.
All right, time's up.
Okay, time's up. You have no more time. Please welcome the winner
Of the
of
PRZ Invitational.
the
The
Cutter.
Cutter himself. How you doing today, my man?
7 was right.
Punished
Damn.
Cutter?
Yeah. You know, New Jersey's own 7.
Oh,
Yo, what's that? Yo, I don't listen. Listen. 7 has made me rethink my life in a couple of ways. A lot of ways. 7, I know you're probably in chat. Hashtag Ronald Nation.
Ronald
Wait, what?
Nation.
You know
Wait, what?
the more about Ronald Nation. But no, yeah. Really glad to have you on tonight.
Glad
Cutter.
to be on. Glad to be on.
You know, can I be real? When you keep saying the Cutter himself, I literally think that's his full tag.
That is it, actually. No one's gotten
No
the
way.
himself part. No, it's not. But
That would have been godlike.
What if his tag was just the Cutter himself?
Yeah.
That would be pretty sweet.
No, but yeah. So Cutter, so I don't know much about you at all. We haven't
I
had
don't-
any type of yeah.
we've never talked.
Yeah.
Oh, I
saying.
like this. We're making new connections out here.
Oh God. Oh, look at JDiesel having people make friends. Aw.
Absolutely.
But for those like myself who have no idea who you are other than seeing you on the PRZ and winning last night, tell the people at home a little bit about yourself.
Hi, my name's The Cutter. Did not choose that name, by the way. It was
Really?
given to me. Yeah. It was given to me by a Skullgirls player.
Hey, is it Sharpie?
No. He at that time he had quit Skullgirls and was playing Multi-Blood.
Oh.
And it was like the first time I met
That's
him.
funny.
Yeah, but gave me that because I played a lot of sword characters, and they taught me. So I was being taught Melty Blood, and I picked up Nanaya because he had a dagger or like a pocket knife. I was like, I'll pick the character with a knife. Sure, why not? And I like picked him up fairly like quickly, and then he was like, "Whoa, how'd you pick him up?" So don't know. And he was like, "What other characters do you play?" I was like, "I play like Marth in Melee," and I probably listed off some other sword characters. And he's like, "The Cutter," and that's how I got my name.
That's some origin story.
And
That's
it
an
just
origin
it
story.
stuck.
And it just stuck. And it's not an Echo and the Bunnymen song, or it is a song, but it's not based on that. But a little bit about myself. I've been playing fighting games for as long as I can remember. My first tournament was a Tekken 4 tournament in arcades in like 2002, I think.
Wow. So this has been a while in the making.
Yeah. And then I played
That's cool.
I played Goku Black in season 1, and now I can't play that character anymore. So please, Hiroki-san, put my character back in the game.
You know, Goku Black's been through a lot.
A lot.
Like he's like,
I've been through a lot.
you know, just have like have a meme of like Goku Black in jail with like the cup asking for clanging that. It's like I need changes.
I
That we
mean,
got,
yeah,
like,
it's kind of interesting. I mean, because obviously at the beginning of the game, Goku Black was widely considered one of the best characters in the game.
I mean,
I
people were
remember
wrong,
that.
but
They were, but we were wrong about a lot of things, right?
remember
So
when people didn't think Gotenks was good? Good times.
that's true.
Oh no, I remember that.
When Gotenks
Good
was like
times.
kind of a meme pick, they're like, he has stubby normals. He's not very good. And then Kaz picked him up, and then a couple other people picked him up, and it's like, oh, this character's actually just going to dominate this entire season of play.
Makes sense.
Actually, quick question before we jump into anything else. Do you think that GT Goku or Season 1 Gotenks was better?
Who are you talking to me?
I'll pose this to either of you. FloKey, you first.
What kind of question is this?
That's a great
Like,
question. I think it's a great question. What do you think is better?
I'm gonna be real with you. If Gotenks had a beam assist in season 1, maybe he had the best lockdown. However, he don't got a beam. He doesn't have he has there's no if the fact of the matter is that GT Goku makes a lot more meter than Gotenks, and he only really needs to burn it for EX punch, maybe flash fist, but for the most time he saves bar a lot.
Yeah.
Gotenks you have to burn more bar, similar to like a Piccolo, right? We have to burn more bar, or even Gogeta, burn a lot of bar to do stuff. So in that regard, I think GT Goku this season is better than season 1 Gotenks.
Okay.
Back miles.
Cutter.
I was trying to think about it, but because Gotenks by himself, I think I might like as a character just solo, because I think he has better buttons overall. But then I think about GT Goku and Spirit Bomb, and then I really think about it. And I don't know. I don't remember season 1 Gotenks as much because all I see is GT Goku now.
It's
Yeah.
seeing red. It's just a sea of GT.
What are you talking about? I'm happy because I'm usually the one hitting people with level 3.
That's crazy.
Man, every time someone gets hit by Spirit Bomb, and it's they don't even get to guess afterwards because they just follow up with a combo and they die, and I'm just like, oh yeah. And every time I'm not actually surprised, but there's some part of me that's this feels wrong. Why are you allowed to do this?
It's there's some weird tingling. It's you break every law in the game, but we're just gonna let you rock regardless.
So that's the thing, right? When you think about it, is it really that he's breaking the law? He's breaking season 2 law. But if he was in season 1, would he really be that controversial?
That's a good point. That's a very strong point. If we had GT Goku season 1, I think he would be a Bardock at this point, right? Where it's his kit is super duper strong, regardless of the fact. So it doesn't surprise me that if he and plus if he had the state if his assist was still the beam assist. So if everything carried over, I think this character would end up being a Bardock effect.
Yeah, I mean, because here's the thing, GT Goku is really good, but you know what character I didn't compare him to from season 1?
Who?
Pre-nerf adult Gohan.
Who you can okay?
Where he
on,
had
JD.
plus 17 frames on EX legs.
Do you want me to bring up pre-nerf Android 16?
I mean, right, but here's the question,
16.
right? This is the landscape in season 1. We put GT Goku next to that, right? Is he as dominant?
I wish there was a way to mod Dragon Ball where you could
just slot him in.
That ass.
Yeah, seriously. Where's my Ultra Street Fighter 4 version select? Can I just pick that 16?
Oh my god! If we could just pick. Now, speaking of
pre-nerf 18, let's go.
Oh my god, Android 16 is an interesting character. We really haven't seen much of at all this season, right? Has completely fallen off. The Kill Sage was really the last champion of the character, and even he went enough, right? He was this character just does not work in this season. After changes to Oki, his assist, I think that was really the nail in the coffin for the character. What do you guys think?
I agree. I think like everybody's is like besides GT Goku like has like almost similar Oki maybe on level 3. Like if you look at like if you want to compare like 16 to Bardock, right? Those are two like very point characters. You can see that like they kind of have almost equidistant. Um, yeah, and I think I agree. I think if the assist stayed, I think he would still. Like, I think he would be ending up in the point slot. But I think right now, maybe like yeah, I still think he's gonna be a point. He would be a point character. I think Righteous Kill from you guys' region is like one of the few examples of where you can play this character on point and be kind of okay. But yeah, no, the character definitely did fall from grace,
I
or he
mean,
got dunked from grace.
once snap meta really set in, it was just kind of like you have to really consider when you put a tall character on your team.
That's
Which
very
is-
true.
You're opening yourself up to like more options, well, to get opened up, right? It's scary.
It's very scary in this game because that's the thing is you get touched, once or twice, especially with the meter build on characters right now. It's like when you've got a GT Goku who's just pumping up your meter. Suddenly, when you've got a casual 5 meter sitting in the back, 4 meter, stray hits start mattering a lot more, right? You're not just taking like super dash, you're going to eat like 2.5k off like a vanish and maybe take some Oki, right? It's like, oh, you're about to take 4,000 damage and lose a character.
Yeah.
And that's pretty significant. So, Cutter, walk us through the story of Goku Black from through your eyes, right? Because I know you played this character in season 1, and you had a lot of success with him, and then I know you tried in season 2, it didn't work out. So because we've had Globo or Globku on before. No, Globo. Globku, yes. We had him on before to speak about Goku Black, and he had his own thoughts on the character, but I'm curious to hear yours.
What do I say? When Bardock keeps getting buffed and Goku Black keeps getting nerfed, it's just hard to keep playing the character. It's like season 1, so there was a time.
Yeah.
I want to say at like the end of season 1, right before Worlds, they did like the balance change where I think it was like right before double supers got nerfed.
Yeah.
It was I really enjoyed that time because I feel like Goku Black had a really viable team with like 16 and Bardock. It was a really fun team. Goku Black himself was like, okay, like I could TOD you off of God Slicer for 0 bar, and that was really fun.
Yeah.
And
I don't want to remember that.
I do. Even after they took out Holy Lightning loops, like I didn't really care about that. I was like, I missed it because it was cool, but I was like, you know what? That's fine. You could take it away from me, but don't take away my God Slicer, and they did. And then they took away, how was it? Mid screen post level 3 mix up, like barely any mix up that he had. And what I get like dive kick. I get a better M dive kick, so I can combo into it by myself, which is like nice.
Yeah.
But I'd still give it up for older Goku Black. And the thing is like, I don't think he's bad. I think he's fine. I think he's mid tier. How about that? I think
that makes sense.
But there's no reason not to pick SSJ Goku now.
Yeah, that's the thing with a lot of characters, right? Like, I had this like argument with a couple people about. So before I went back to Piccolo, I was like, why play Piccolo when you can play Kid Buu? Both are aliens, but the character, like Kid Buu as a character, functions way better than some Piccolo in some aspects of this meta. And kind of going back to your example, like I feel like SSJ Goku functions better in this meta than Goku Black. So I totally get where you're coming from for sure.
That being said, there are people like Axice is running. He's running what is it, 2117 Goku Black, which I messed around with that team for a while, and I thought it was. I think it's pretty fun, and I think it's like decent, right? And he's doing well, and he's doing well. It's not gonna be started on 21.
Jesus, dude, 21. You know what's crazy? We've got a lot more people playing 21 across the board. You know, Axe Ice is one of those examples of a person that played like other characters before going to 21. So it's really cool, interesting to see him go to 21. You have and the DMV and Alien, who also competed this past week, yesterday. I'm about to say past weekend, like it wasn't yesterday.
It was literally yesterday.
I am so upset.
Should we just go into the PRZ?
Oh, you want to talk about it? There's some good stuff to talk about.
There's some juicy. Okay, I want to hear all the tea. I want to hear everything. I just want to hear everything because JDiesel hits me up. Was like, "Hey, FloKey." I'm like, "What does this guy need right now?" And I was like, and when I tell you this, when I from as a viewer, real quick, the viewer experience was great. It was super solid. I really enjoy the overlay. Like I really love the overlay.
Which
I don't
one?
know why. I do like the commentator cam one a lot.
Okay, you like that one?
I do like it. Also the both the overlays are really really good. I know, yeah, as a viewer, it was really good. Showing off, giving everybody some type of representation. In like during the bracket was really nice. So Cutter, walk me through PRZ. What? Not even the invitational, like the whole like movement of it. When JDiesel tells you there's a PR now in DMV, what's your first reaction?
I thought it was cool. Really, so I'm pretty sure like right around like when the PRZ started, I remember I couldn't go to the first monthly because it was like around that time where I was like getting more busy. So it was kind of hard for me because I'm in Virginia, right? And Xanadu's in Maryland. So it's kind of a drive for me. It's not a terrible drive, but I have to like really like plan ahead if I want to go. And I generally can't go to like the weekly because it's so right after the first monthly for the PRZ, I went to the weekly when like Janemba was released, or like a week after Janemba was released.
Yup.
Yeah.
You beat me at that weekly. With Janemba. I specifically remember this.
You freaked out when I did the counter, and you were like, "What happened?" And I was like, "I don't know."
Oh my god. Yeah, that was my first time playing Ginyu versus Janemba, and I was shook. I was like,
you beat me the first game because I played Goku Black, and then I switched to SSJ Goku, so it worked out.
That's the lore.
It's a true story, like, yeah.
Well, shit happens, man.
But I was like, well, I'm gonna go to this weekly, and I'm gonna see how I can do with my 5-minute Janemba, and it worked out.
5-minute Janemba.
Literally 5 minutes. I watched like a few videos, and then my Janemba didn't really do much work. It was mostly my GT Goku and SSJ because GT Goku, he's great.
Yeah, GT Goku, incredibly strong character, and like and I don't think you switched off. I think the only time you switched off Janemba was in Grands.
I didn't switch off Janemba.
You didn't? I thought you switched off in Grands.
Nope.
All right, I have to go back.
I watched Janemba the whole time.
All right, Janemba might have just exploded then, because I don't even remember Janemba in Grand Final.
I'm pretty sure Mill hit me with like a Gohan loop, and he on, but I was like, cool, Janemba, he's the battery, he takes some damage. Now you get my GT Goku out, give me some meter.
Yup.
Exactly. You're just like, well, guys. Yeah.
I got some like level 3 lo-fi hip hop, like Oki. I was happy. I got the teleport mix up that Kupu kept telling me was fake, and I was like, well, you keep getting counter hit by it, so I don't know.
Because that was a solid weekly too. The weekly you chose to show up, I want to say, was like 16 to 17 people.
Yeah, it was. I don't. Yeah, there was actually a lot of people there, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, you came during a big week. I specifically remember that.
Yeah, those
but yeah,
those numbers are really good.
I won that weekly, and then it wasn't. We got. I think I got out. We got at like 1 o'clock or something like that.
It
I
was
got
pretty
home at,
late,
like,
yeah.
3. So I was like, I couldn't make more weeklies, unfortunately. But I
Yep.
kept trying. I kept coming to like the monthlies. I did okay. I was like, I don't know if I was in a character crisis, but I was really trying to like sit down, solidify who I wanted to play. I also I've been at this around that time is when I started picking up Tekken because I really want my local is really big for Tekken, and it's hard to like not want to play when there's a lot of people playing at your local,
Right.
right?
It's like
And
that's the big game where you are.
and I started at Tekken, and like a couple people were like, "Come play Tekken with us." So I got really into that, and I it's not like I completely like I didn't quit Dragon Ball or anything, but I didn't touch it quite as much. And eventually, what was it? It was like the monthly where like New Jersey came out,
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
and that was the one with 7-1, which
Yeah,
is
7
hype.
won that monthly.
But I remember that was around the time when I was like, I'm gonna pick up Bardock. And then after that, I didn't really go to any more weeklies, and then the PRZ came up.
Yeah,
I somehow made the PRZ.
because you had enough. You won important weeklies, and you also had monthlies, and so it's like
Yeah,
that.
and I did well. I did okay at the monthlies. I think I made like top 8.
You made top 8 in the 36 person bracket, so like
Yeah.
that definitely helped your case, right? And like, and the thing was, with the PRZ, the Invitational was a top 10 cut, right? So it's not about like it helps if you're higher up because that means you get good seating.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, as long as you make the top 10 cut, you get an invitation.
Yeah.
And you were seated number 7.
Was that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait. You were
Oh.
seated 7.
Yeah, I
Oh,
know.
no,
Seven
sorry.
was
Number
better.
8. Number 8. Apologies.
Except 7 definitely should have been higher, right? Like, 7 was like 4.
Well,
probably?
no,
No, he was
7 was
5.
number 5. But here's the thing.
Ah.
Remember, it's not, and this is something that like I've had to kind of tell people different times, is
It's
the PRZ
all-
is not about how strong you are as a player. If I were to rank the players in this region on raw power level, it would be different than the PRZ list.
Facts.
This is purely based on tournament results, right?
Yep.
So if you're like OD, you're an incredible player, whatever, and you don't go to tournaments, you will not place on the PRZ. It is as simple as that. Now, you don't have to compete in tournaments in Maryland or at Xanadu. You can compete at like Evo, Combo Breaker. If you go up to like Philly and compete at one of their monthlies, that'll also help you, stuff like that. Like if you compete out of state, it counts too.
Oh, I
Exactly.
did get 33rd at combo break.
Yes, you did, and that was included in your score.
Yeah, that's right.
See,
See,
I
JDiesel
didn't think I was gonna make it out of that pool too. Ooh, let me tell you.
He's like, man, I feel it.
I won.
yeah, no.
I won my losers match in pools. Because that was the pool that Goichi was in, but I didn't even play Goichi. I played a hit player who was like amazing. He wrecked me. Got in the losers. I like got to like the losers finals match, and I was like, oh no, it's Teen Gohan. This is after he got buffed, and I was like, oh no, what's gonna happen? I got a perfect toy.
Oh my god,
That's
you perfected the
so-
guy to move out of your pool at Combo Breaker?
Yeah.
That's godlike.
Oh my
actually.
god.
And then I lost the match after, but you know, it's fine.
Look,
I made it in the pools.
if you make it out of pools, right? Even if you lose, you made it out of pools, right? And like that's like an important indicator.
Important
but,
step. Yeah.
But like that's the thing. Like the whole point of the PRZ is to reward people for playing the game and, you know, traveling and doing stuff. And also like if you go out of state, that is more heavily weighted than stuff that's in state, right?
Yeah, which a lot of people recently in the DMV have definitely been doing, right?
Yes,
Which is good.
We've started seeing a lot more people starting to travel, whether it's just gonna more people looking to go to Bombs, more people are looking to go to Philly. Also, we've had a lot more out-of-state players coming in. And like this next monthly at Xanadu, December 14th, you gotta be there. Because I can already tell you right now, Jersey's coming back.
That's cool.
Jersey's coming back.
Can someone clip that?
Philly
Can
is
someone-
Philly is coming.
I'm excited. And they're super nice. Like everyone from
Yep.
Jersey I've met has been like some of the coolest people.
And
it's always
Yeah.
fun to play with them.
we also might have some of New York coming down.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I'm
So,
excited to get my ass whooped.
the next monthly is going to be at least 4 states represented. We're looking 4 to 5 states at our next monthly.
That's awesome.
And I can tell you
That
this
sounds
bracket
like-
is going to be stacked. Meaning, if you're anywhere near Xanadu, that December 14th, that is going to be the place to be if you're a Dragon Ball player. I'll tell you straight up. And this man, the Cutter, he's going to be there as well.
Am I?
You are now. I just committed you to it.
Oh my god! Like, honestly, your reactions to things, Cutter, have just made my night. Like when he said New Jersey's coming back, you're like, that's cool.
Dude, every time I got a kill with GT Goku, I literally looked at Diesel and I was like, why can he do that?
Oh my god, he would. He would look mid-set and just look at me on the commentary desk.
I took a character's whole life without Spark. Why can he do that?
Oh,
He's like, guy, like he's just coming up to you. He's like, hey man, why the hell is GT Goku this good? And
I
then
mean, why can he do that?
yeah, but no, yeah. So run me through. So we found your placement. We did all that. Jay, and then talk to me about PRZ, the Invitational. So you guys were at Super Neko's house, and you kind of went, and we kind of talked about that before.
yep. So the from a logistics side, the PRZ Invitational was run at one of our players' houses. Super Neko 44, absolutely phenomenal guy. And I want to say once again, thank you so much for being able to use the place as a venue for this event. Got down there, set up my stream equipment, and basically just kind of kicked it off. We streamed every single match. That was one of my biggest priorities, one of the things I wanted to do, because I wanted every single person who made this cut to get their time on stream, right?
Fair.
And so we did it, had commentary, a little bit of technical issues, but for the most part, I think it was a really solid first event. I was really happy with the number of people we had tuning in.
Yeah, you had like over 50.
Yeah,
At some
we
point.
peaked at like 60, 65, 70, something like that. So I was like,
Yeah, it was incredible.
I
I
was-
was like in the chat. I was like, wow.
yeah, I was like super excited to have all of these people come through and watch our region, especially something that's been, building this long. But that's more from a logistical side, right? That's more from my side.
Yeah.
Cutter, on the other hand, can kind of talk a little bit about what was the player experience, Cutter? Like what was the bracket and everything else? How did you feel about it?
It was cool because, so, hey, again, Neko's basement, right? It was really chill. It was a nice environment to just for all of us. It felt like, I guess it felt less intimidating than a tournament, right? Because it's just all, basically, it felt like us hanging out, right?
Right.
Then on the other side, we had a tournament where everyone definitely wanted to like win.
That was
Exactly.
that was the jarring part of this event, right? And I think you nailed it perfectly, Cutter. Is there was a very clear divide in the floor. If you were on the right side of the floor, there was the casual setups, and you were having fun. If you walked over the other way, there was the stream setup, right? And Cutter, would you say that the tension on the stream setups was pretty palpable at times?
Yeah, I could definitely feel the salt in the air.
Like you felt it in your loins.
Some matches, man, it was super fun. It was fun to be able to watch, right? Because a lot of us have played each other, so we're like maybe
Yup.
not super familiar with like everyone's play styles, but we know how we play for the most part.
Exactly.
And it's like there's like some ingrained rivalries in the scene, and it's always fun to watch those matches. Like was it Alien? Oh, I won't spoil anything.
No,
There's
no.
some-
We already gave them the warning. Anything,
You
any
already
matches,
gave him the warning.
they already
because
know.
we had what was it? Because last weekly for Xanadu-
Kelso and
yeah.
Alien.
Yeah.
So this,
Yeah,
so at the
that was
last
fun.
weekly, Kelso and Alien played each other in winners finals, and Alien ended up winning the event. and he popped off, right? Because man has
Yeah.
been chasing first place for like 6 weeks now. He's gotten second, I want to say like 5 or 6 times in a row.
Right.
Finally broke his curse, right? Man popped off, whatever. And there was maybe a tiny bit of salt about that, and and someone, they had to settle it on the sticks, and they were like, hey, I want to beat you, and you know what? I'm gonna beat you when we're both at our best at the PRZ Invitational. And lo and behold, when that bracket went up on screen, that match was sitting right there.
That was just a perfect situation at that point.
Yeah, and also I didn't even change the seeding to make that happen. That's just they were all ranked according to what their PR was. So that one was divide. Cutter, what other matches do you think really stood out for you?
It screams like, okay. I'm trying to think of like what actually stood out for me because when I watched a couple of matches,
Yeah,
but like in my downtime, I was just kind of chilling out, trying to like not stress out about any matches. I didn't look at the bracket. I was just like, so prior to this, I haven't touched the game in like 3 weeks because I just started a new job. So I told Diesel too. I was like, I'm here because I really just want to support the scene. I want to have fun. I don't want to go 0-2. That was my goal.
He straight up, first thing he told me was, Diesel, I hope I don't go at 0-2 at this event.
That's so ironic.
I felt like I could, and because everyone has leveled up, it's great to see. So I'm really happy that like people are going out to events. I see people are trying new teams.
Yes,
it's super great to see.
It's healthy, very healthy.
But like, so instead of like practicing like last spin or anything like that, I was just like, I'm gonna get a good night's rest. I'm gonna, wake up, give myself time in the morning, get there like on time, just chill out, just like not worry about it too much, not stress, have fun.
Get some breakfast, just
I also hadn't decided what team I was gonna play until I got there. Because I was like, am I gonna play Bardock? Am I gonna play I don't know who? I was like, maybe Kid Boo. Then I was like, I want to have fun. So I played 21. It worked out. But it was interesting because there are so many 21 players. I always like forget that, right? But
oh my god. It kills me. Like, FloKey, how many 21s does your region have?
0 to my knowledge.
Really?
None?
Kite stopped playing them.
Yeah,
wow.
I feel it. Oh, I feel it. Good. That's a good drop right
there.
I think, yeah, I'm trying to think. Yeah, no, Kite was our only 21 player.
Yeah.
That is...
Drop 21 if you're playing 21. It's smart.
Like, we have crazy. 4. We have 3 in the top 10.
Seeing Super Neko play Alien, I was like, yo, 21 versus 21. I was so excited.
Like, we have Super Neko, we have Alien, we have Cutter, and we actually have a new guy who plays the exact same team as Super Neko.
Wait, like TN? What?
Yeah, he has TN 21.
What?
And he was fighting evenly with Super Neko at the last weekly. So that guy was pretty wild. I'm actually really excited.
Y'all living in? Like what?
Universe 7?
No. Y'all, DMV is like, I swear, the DMV is like universe like 4 or something like that, or something like weird.
No, it's
like universe 9.
It's bizarre. Everyone else I talk to, I'm like, yeah, we have like 4 21s, and they're like, why? Because it's just not a super common character.
It's
Universe 9 boys.
Universe 9 boys.
Yeah, you guys are like the wolf pack.
Yeah. Oh, is that the way? Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Hold on. It's not an exact mirror. He plays 1821 TN.
Okay. If it was the exact
that might be worse.
mirror,
that's worse. Oh no. 1821. Oh, that's crazy. That's cool. I like it.
What up, Kelso? What up, Kelso?
I was gonna say, I feel like 1821 has got to have some really interesting neutral play.
No, I agree because you can just like call. You can call like 17, like call 21 assists because 21 assists is actually really good
Yes,
in certain situations,
it's fast.
and like it's very very fast.
Well,
And
it also lets you, if it hits, you've got like a year to like confirm off of it. It's so nice.
so you're saying I can make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich,
And come back
right?
and hit confirm.
Probably.
Toast the bread, toast the sandwich, then come back and I'll still have time to hit
Probably.
Toasted.
that. Yo, JDiesel just said toast. Just like that, just
So these Diesel.
Yes.
What stood out for you? You watched all these matches.
Yes, I watched and commentated every match.
What stood out for you?
So my highlight matches, oh man. Any match that had Righteous kill
oh facts.
is
Dude, I was freaking out.
Okay, so the thing is, like, I feel like people watching him play can't fully appreciate what's going on, right? Because you watch Righteous, and you're like, man, this guy is, like, so I don't know, some people have said this. They're like, this guy is awful, right? They're like, I have no idea how this guy beats people, right? If you actually take the time to break down what Righteous was doing in a lot of those matches, it wasn't random. Also, Righteous straight up one game made, I think, 3 or 4 hard reads and guessed correctly all of them in a row. With 16 command grabs.
He blocked like all my fuzzies.
Oh yeah,
Like,
against Cutter, it took 6 fuzzies for him to get finally hit. He blocked 6 fuzzies.
I was like,
In a row?
I mixed it up. I went low. I was like, come on.
Yeah, no, across the set. Like, it was literally fuzzy attempt number 1, block. Fuzzy attempt number 2, block. Fuzzy attempt number 3. Righteous was on it. He was picking right
That's
on
crazy.
every 50-50.
That's wild.
Also was hitting people with, like, short hop, aerial command grab. Like, he was making some insane reads. Also, he was literally shimmying in and out of the corner with 16 and hitting people. Like, his
That's
spacing
majority.
was absurd.
That's a majority.
Like, and here's the thing. He's doing all of this with Android 16.
That's true.
Right, this is like, there's like levels to this, right? It's not even
There's
like it's a
levels to
top
this
tier
shit.
at work, right? You see a top tier at work, it's like, whatever. I'm watching a character I haven't seen really played in like months. And this man is wiling out.
That's true.
Also, one thing I will say is, if you complain about your opponent mashing buttons and you don't do anything to punish them mashing buttons, you're actually the one at fault, not
That's
your
true.
opponent. And I think this is something people really need to understand.
Facts. One thing that I kind of want to bring this up since he's in chat, I was genuinely surprised to see Kelso in grand finals.
Yeah,
That was in like, cause right, like let's play this. Before the PRZ even happened, right? Like we're talking like pre our Bum's birthday bash.
yes.
'Cause that's where I met Kelso and Big
Yep.
Bag. So I already knew you. It was from all I knew. The DMV was you, Big Bag, Kelso.
Yep.
Kelso and Big Bag were like the OGs, right?
Yes.
So it was really like cool to see. It's like Coach making grand finals at like ECT, right? It's just like a nice like nostalgia and like just aesthetically pleasing thing to see someone that's been like grinding the game for so long and like just being a part of that. And also his team's really really unique with 18 Yamcha.
Yes.
So it's really really cool to see a lot of variety in that. Especially because he was one of the OG DMV players that I saw started traveling. So
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
one of the big things I want to say, to people is, a lot of people talk about, oh, I can't beat X player,
X.
right?
yeah,
They're like, this person's my demon, I can't beat them, blah blah blah, or they're just better than me, right? There's just a flat statement like, this player is better than me. And the thing is, when you go to tournament, it's not about who in the abstract is the better player. It is who plays better in the one set you're about to play.
True.
Right? And also, you got to remember, if you're playing 2 out of 3, I honestly believe almost anybody can win.
True.
Now, if you talk about 3 out of 5 or like first to 10, no, you're not going to see like, if you're truly worse, you're not going to win that, right?
No, right.
Well, like, Cutter, would you agree on that? Like, you're not going to beat someone who's actually better than you in a first to 10.
No, it's a different mindset.
Right.
The thing about coming into a bracket, it's first too scary because a lot of it is riding on the game, which is it really sets in after that first game where if you win, you calm down a little bit, or even if you just get that first hit, you calm down a little bit because in your mind you're going through it and you're like, I got the first hit. I can set up all the stuff that I'm doing.
Yep.
I can start my game plan, and then go from there. If you win the first game, you're like, I'm just one game away from winning. That's all good. On the other side of it, you're panicking. You're like, oh no,
I lost.
I just
game
lost.
1.
I'm one. If it's losers, I'm one game away from out of the tournament. It's very stressful in a first to 10, first to 5, or even a first to 3. Right? You've got extra time. There's other things you can do. You can take like a game to like download your opponent and try different team. It's not quite as stressful.
You have room to play with.
You have like that buffer time.
Yes.
Like you see a lot in those grand finals. One thing that I kind of point out from my region is Retro Rumble from this year. So Javi was in grand finals, and he had to play Kite. Kite was in losers, and it was a prime example of that. He switched characters, switched teams like 3 times, just to see what stuck, what didn't. So I definitely agree with that. I think another thing too, is also like in like those long sets. Are you playing for money? Like a money match, I feel like, and I said this when we broke down ECT. Money match culture is super different, like compared to a bracket.
Money match and bracket are definitely not the same.
Yeah.
Well, I think
that mindset is crazier.
Well, I think part of that is when you talk about a money match for a lot of people, it becomes personal. There's a certain amount of like this is between mano y mano, right?
Right.
When you're talking about a money match, when you're talking about bracket, it's a more impersonal, right? It's more like we're both here with the goal of winning this event, right? You're just an obstacle in my way. Well, you're talking to
another person.
Exactly. Like
unless it's like a rivalry. Yeah.
We're talking a money match, though. You're saying, look, I'm here to beat you personally down and take your money, right? Like that's a very different vibe. Now, granted, you could have money matches. There can be no bad blood or whatever. But it really drives home the fact this is one-on-one.
Facts.
Whereas in a bracket, how many times do you actually see somebody break down every single person they fought at a major?
True.
It doesn't happen, right? Now if everyone you played is notable, but if a bracket is seated properly, that shouldn't happen, right? No one's going to talk about oh, I beat this guy in round 1, right? Whereas in a money match, there's none of that. There's, hey, I beat blah 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 5-2. He's got to hold that.
Exactly.
It's a very, very different vibe. Cutter, what are your thoughts on money matches?
They're stressful.
Yeah.
It's bracket's already stressful. Money match is straight up just like, hey, I want to prove that I can beat you and also take your money. It is a challenge, a complete challenge.
Agree.
That's a good way to put it.
It's interesting. It is always interesting to see people's mentalities going into a money match. That's why so many people love watching, right?
Yes.
That's true.
It's also stressful, so I don't money match.
Yeah, I mean, especially and when we're talking about mentalities, right? When you're talking about like a first to 10, that is such a different beast. Now, what's funny is like a lot of people talk about first to 10s. How many people in the FGC do you think have actually sat down and played a real 1st to 10 with somebody?
It depends on probably a lot of people, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably have. Like it really does.
Sorry, let me correct that. With stakes on the line.
Oh,
That's different.
Right, because that's
probably not.
That's got to be pretty low right now. I know there's a good amount of money matches that are like nobody's got a 1st to 2 a money match. I think you're wild if you do. Like,
Yo, 1st to 2 money matches. That sounds terrible.
That's like that just sounds like you're just doing what? Okay,
1st to
if it
2
was for
money
$1,
match, whack or nah?
Like for $1?
That's got to be low stakes, right?
That's
What
low
is the
stake.
most?
Honest-
All right, I'm gonna pose this to everyone in the chat as well. 1st to 2. What is the most amount of money you'd ever put on a 1st to 2 with somebody you considered equal skill level?
A 4 for 4 from Wendy's.
A 4x4.
Maybe
a lot of-
either a 4x4 or like it would be food related, like not like actual money.
Yeah,
like,
it's like it would have to be like something small. Like I'll buy you a drink, right? I would
Exactly,
1st to
yeah.
2 somebody for a drink. Like that's,
yeah,
that's
like I'll go to the bodega and grab. So I'll be like, yo, straight up, if you 1st to 2 and you beat me, I'll buy you I'll buy you an Arizona and bag of chips.
yeah. Chat says $10. Yeah, like I agree on that. And like
Yeah,
Who said? Whoa, you $10, bro.
first
that's
That's
not that bad.
Balling.
That's not that bad.
That's balling.
$1 on a 1st to 2.
$1. Facts. See, listen.
Yeah, it's
listen.
like
$1 is easy.
well here's the question, right? Why? Why are you only willing to put a very small amount of money on a 1st to 2?
So my reasoning would be that one, I feel like it's more fun to do something like that.
Yeah.
Like against like that low stakes kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's like, that's one of those things, right? It's like you're just like, hey, I'm just chilling. We're chilling. Do you want to play a 1st to 2 for $1? Maybe I'll buy you a drink or whatever with it.
Yeah.
Like just something casual, right? Like it eases somebody into that money match culture.
It does. And also I think part of it is like at least from my perspective, it's like a 1st to 2 like I don't feel like it proves anything, which I think goes back to the personal part of money matches, right?
That's just tournament bracket at that point.
Yeah, like if you're like, oh,
Exactly.
I'm a 1st to 2 you, and I'm gonna smack you, right? And you win that, right? Let's say you even 2-0 them. Did you really prove anything?
No,
Like anything seriously?
That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, put some vending machine money up, like whatever. Like,
Right. Like a 1st to 2, I don't think you could have a serious 1st to 2 money match.
Wow. If you're willing to put the money on the line for 1st to 2, it's proving that you are willing to put your money on the line.
You know what?
Exactly.
That's true. Like, because here's the
I
thing.
can say that much.
I can't imagine how stressful a $100 1st to 2 would be. That sounds like
terrible.
I would be
Anyone could win.
Wait. I would like to pose
round start, you get hit by 2M. And you're like,
No.
my God, it's over.
So I have a question for you guys.
Talk to
Because
me.
this has happened to me.
All right, Flo.
Would you play a money match that's on net play?
No.
No.
I wouldn't play net play.
I would never. For me, the reason I would not money match somebody on net play is because one, we got to deal with playing over net play, which
True.
is already a strike, and two, personally, if I'm playing somebody for money, I want to see them.
Exactly.
I don't know. Maybe that sounds like petty or like it's beef, but it's like even if I'm playing for small stakes, if I'm putting money on it, I want to see you. I want to play that because also I think part of the appeal of money matches is it's fun.
Exactly.
Unless you have beef with them, and that's a different affair altogether, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Like there's definitely levels to it. Yeah, because I have a story about that.
All right. Did someone? Oh, is this the? Oh, talk to Flo. I think I know which one this is.
A money match story? Ooh.
Ooh, money match story. FloKey,
This is a money
talk to us.
This is a money match story. So I didn't actually bet money. So, I work. I'm affiliated with a company called Gamer. Shout out to Brian and them. I get a text saying, "Hey Mike or FloKey, we want you to play this guy in a 1st-to-5, where each are side betting $50, would you play that? And I'm like,
Oh, hell yeah, I'd play that. My money's not on the line.
Exactly. But like the thing is like I'm sitting here, I'm like, they're really betting money on a match. And I told JDiesel this story.
I remember you telling me this. Did you actually play the match?
I did, and I won. It was like 5-2. I
Oh
think I
my-
TOD'd him once.
Did you take your cut?
You know, okay.
I would have asked for my cut. People are betting on me. I want my 20%.
Here's my thing, right?
What's up?
I'm a nice, like, I've known the guy for years. Like, I've known Isaac.
I'm a nice guy. That's why I'm only taking 20%.
Nah, no, I've known the guy for years. Like, he actually just made grand finals at for Power Rangers over at
Oh,
Bubs.
did he?
Yeah,
Was that a Bubs?
Yeah, and then he won ECT for Power Rangers.
Damn.
Yeah,
Actually, that is one game that I have been watching more of recently, and I'm like,
that game just looks scary.
They put Virgil in.
It looks
great.
fun. Like, I think
I need more quantum power.
Like Power Rangers, watching it, I'm like, this game legitimate. I don't think I could ever play it competitively, but as a game to just play, it seems really genuinely fun.
I mean, for $20, I think it's 20. So that's pretty cool. But no, yeah, like that's the story. Also, I've heard stories of people asking for money matches on Twitter that are on NetPlay. I'm not gonna say who.
I don't know. I feel like if you money match somebody on NetPlay, it's just that ain't my thing. Now, I mean, hell, most people barely respect tournaments that are run on NetPlay. And you're gonna tell me money matches are supposed to be more legit on NetPlay? Come on,
bro.
Come on, get out of here.
If your router is right there, what stops you from?
Where's the IRL router punch? Right? Where?
I will rebellion spear.
Kick rebellion spear my router mid set.
I would rebellion spear my router. I'm like, no. Like,
man, Cutter.
I mean, it probably hit. So
Cutter, fine. Do you have any good money match stories?
No.
No.
Cutter's just like, I'm the innocent bystander.
Oh man, I had a money match with my brother once.
Oh, go ahead. I didn't cut you off.
And because there was a day where like bracket like didn't run or something. This was like a while ago, and I really wanted to play. And I was like, let's put some I'll just put up my money I was gonna put up for bracket. Right? Wasn't that big a deal. And I got happy birthdayed in the last game, and I lost like 1.5 characters in the match. And then my brother was like, "Thanks for the money, man. I appreciate it." And I was just like, I almost didn't want to give him a ride. I was like, you know what? How could you do this to me?
You know, honestly, I think the storyline between you two has been really, really funny to watch.
For those of you that don't know, on the PR, my brother does compete in the exact same region as me. We were literally one spot apart on the power ranking.
That's the funniest thing.
And look, I gotta hold that because I was number 12 and he was number 11.
Oh, that's amazing.
And you know, and it's funny because occasionally he'll be like, "Sorry." I remember one time he did this to me, and he was like, "Sorry, I don't talk to players who are lower on the PRZ than me." And I was like, "Oh my god!" Like,
dude, did my fat toy take my advice?
What, and just goon out?
No, because for real, like that's like the running gag about the PR every time. Like I've made that joke so many times.
I'm like, he's
what's
about my fat toy being higher than JDiesel.
Oh,
it's so funny. But no, it
I'm gonna be ready for the next season though, because
wait, JDiesel and Black on the come up.
Yeah. JDiesel #1. Let's go.
So I actually will be talking more about the next season. So December is going to be doing more streaming stuff at Xanadu. And from there, probably in January, I'm going to be kicking off the next season of the PRZ. And since we're likely getting a season 3, we're probably going to have 4 PR seasons.
Woo!
For the year of 2020.
That's a lot. Cool.
And then what I might do is I also might do a final year-end Summit Invitational.
Tournament of Power? Huh?
which I might pull the top players of the region and also bring in some out-of-state talent for a summit. But there is some things in the works right now, and that's just a peek at some potential future project. If you clip that, you can't say that I promised anything. These are things in the works, but
this just in, JDiesel promises.
Please come to it, dude.
JDiesel promises a summit.
No, I mean, I would be remiss if I didn't say that I have been in talks, but you never know.
The tease.
So,
what a guy teases the hell out of his own events.
Look, a little bit of promo. That's what this podcast is for. Gotta hype it.
Gotta get the plug, dude.
November and December will not count. I'm just kind of using this as an intermediary season right now to just kind of like get my footing back together and figure out what I want to do. Because I need to take what I learned from the first PR season and implement it into the next season.
Exactly.
It's also it's gonna be really interesting to see what happens around January, because realistically, that's probably, is that when like finals is gonna be?
Yes.
So that's probably when we're gonna find out. Because if we're getting a yearly patch, it's gonna be a big one.
Yeah. Now I want you to imagine, because that means that yearly patch, it's probably gonna be everyone's gonna be scrambling to find their new teams while the first PR is already rolling.
GT Goku's probably gonna be dead.
He
won't. Bardock got buffed. Excuse me.
Yo, if Goku, listen, you can quote
we felt like GT Goku's normals were too stubby, so we increased the hitbox size. Also, we shrunk his hurt box while we were at it.
If Goku, okay, you guys can clip this. If Goku Black gets buffed,
He won't.
But if he gets buffed,
He won't.
I will I will speak on that when we get the patch.
You gonna play?
I will talk in Goku's Black's, like I will try to British accent.
Oh my god!
The entire time.
Here, you can clip this when Goku Black gets nerfed, because he's gotten nerfed every time. Well, he hasn't. He's got a few buffs, but when he gets nerfed again, because you're just like,
Now, if he gets buffed and he's actually viable, I will do something for Goku Black, because I feel like Goku Black needs.
Will you play him?
I'll play him on stream, yeah.
I'll wear a Goku Black wig.
I will play Goku Black if he gets put into the game.
No, GT Goku is not getting buffed. I that much I'm actually confident of. And now here's
say that.
No, here's what's gonna happen. They're gonna take away the one thing they are 100% gonna do is they're gonna change how his Spirit Bomb Oki works.
Probably.
There's no way that doesn't get changed. And if that doesn't get changed, I'm going to go to Arxis myself and be like, guys, I love you, but this is not okay.
But then
you got to fix this.
What does that do for him? Because like the whole point of Spirit Bomb being different is that it's different from, well, I guess the fact that he can combo by himself into it, but
that automatically means it needs to be worse.
I think
because I'm always thinking. Go ahead. Sorry, didn't want to get you off.
Sorry. I think the thing is like what you could do is do like what they did with every other level 3 Oki, is make it like him go full screen.
Make GT Goku stand in the other corner. That's what he gets to do after Spirit Bomb.
Exactly. Or so what you can do is like, so you can have it like you can do the same setup, right? But like the Spirit Bomb, like there's an animation where like he'll fall back.
Like imagine if like for his Oki he had to do something wonky like try to meaty Kamehameha into Vanish or something. You know what I mean? Like other suggestions, I have seen make it cost 5 meter instead.
Or do the row. Like the only way I can see it maybe being okay, like if you do that idea with the full screen thing, like you would have to do the row your boat, and then leap over.
Yeah, something like that where you just like a 3-bar no combo. I think is fine. If you keep the combo, make it 5-bar. I think that's a pretty. Because honestly, does he really need a level 3? And Spirit Bomb.
I think that there might be a way to like make it so you get Oki, but you don't get a combo. If they can do that at the very least, it'd
I
be
mean, if
kinda
they
nice.
back him up like 25% further, I think you could get that. Right?
Because it's
Not
really,
full other
really
quarter,
ridiculous.
but like just a little bit further. Also, I think now this one's maybe a little bit more. I think Bardock's actually going to get hit.
We say
I
that
think
all
I-
the
Kid
time.
Boo's gonna get hit before Bardock gets hit.
I don't think they know how to nerf Kid Buu. That's I think they
I don't
know
think you
how
can,
to
I don't
nerf
think you
Bardock.
can. I don't think you can nerf Kid Buu without like
Breaking
destroying
him.
Yeah, basically. I think his toolkit is insane, and if the thing about I think it's hard to balance that character.
Honestly,
And-
they'd have to do something drastic. Like if you Mystic Ball, you don't get an air action unless it hits. Like, what if you just made it so all Mystic Balls were unsafe on block?
That'd be godlike.
I mean,
Like, just, or take away his air action post Mystic Ball.
Well, you can still just neutral jump and challenge him. Or like you can do other stuff. But I know that's actually a really good change. I think that'll be a really cool change.
Right, because, like, he would still be able to do a lot of things. Also, if you make it so he gets to act if on hit, that's still good, right? Make his assist work like Vegeta. So what? You can super dash out of it? That would be a wild. You can't. I don't think you can make it so you can
What,
super
his
dash out of
assist?
Gumball.
What for Kid Buu?
Yeah,
Assist?
they're saying make Gumball super dashable.
I don't know if you really need that.
No,
I don't.
I think
I
that's-
don't. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say it's just I don't think that's like
I think it's the right
why
direction.
make that key. I mean, why make it key? I mean, make it a key blast.
Well, I think part of it is also like I think people do have to at least be like at least kind of fair and recognize that Gumball he has to commit to an assist to set up unless he's doing it raw.
I don't think Gumball is the issue.
I agree. I think it's Mystic Ball. I think Mystic Ball is the big offender with Kid Buu as a character.
Because I actually like Gumball assist. I think and Gumball in general. I don't think it's too bad. Solo by himself, you can get out of it. It's not.
Like you can see him. You can literally see him start up, so you could neutral jump.
It's scary, right? Because when you're in a situation against Kid Buu, and especially if he has a, you're probably gonna block, and you have to take a mix. I don't think it's terrible though. I think it's scary.
Yeah.
I don't know if it warrants nerfing that specifically. Maybe Mystic Ball is the answer. To be honest, I don't know.
I mean,
They've nerfed so much, right? At this point.
honestly, one thing is if they're, I know this would be dumb, if they like made Mystic Ball very like a lot more visually identifiable between the versions. Like it is, but it's also not, especially when there's like assist going on and other things.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like yeah, in a training mode, if there's just a Kid Buu, you can clearly identify. Okay, this one is this. This is this. I think Cooler, actually, somebody asked about Cooler in the chat. I actually think Cooler's not in a bad spot. I think if Cooler wasn't a tall boy, he would be insane.
I think he's pretty good overall.
He's got one of the best buttons. 3H is one of the best buttons in the game.
He's strong. He has really good buttons and he has really good setups that are plus on block. He can keep you blocking. Has a great assist.
Yes.
Actually, it's fantastic.
One of the only invincible DP assist.
Is Team Gohan not?
Team Gohan is.
I know Adult Gohan's not.
Yeah, Adult Gohan. We don't talk about Adult Gohan.
I mean, his assist is still really good.
I think it's good, but like.
Well, okay, not really good. It's fair.
It's okay. It's fair.
I think.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Cutter.
Yeah, I think Cooler is in a good place, and it really is. Yeah, it's volatile, right? In a snap meta, it's scary to be tall, but I think he's one of the tall characters that kind of gets away with it. Kind of like Broly. Broly's kind of ridiculous. A character's strong.
So one of the things that's been talked about is for season 3, and this is one of the questions I'll pose to both of you. Do we remove fuzzies?
Oh, how do you do that?
The idea was to change change it to a mid, basically. It was there's some wonky suggestions out there.
They takes the fun out of it.
If what, you take out fuzzies?
Yeah. Like the thing is like no, I don't feel like any person like in any game has complained about fuzzies. Like Guilty Gear, I'm pretty sure people in Guilty Gear did not complain about fuzzies.
At
Because I
least
think
not to this extent.
exactly, I don't feel like anybody like any game has been this controversial with it. And okay, here's the thing too.
But in fairness, the defensive options are very different in a lot of these other games that have had fuzzies, right?
True.
Marvel defense is not the same as Guilty Gear defense. Guilty
That's
Gear
true.
defense is not the same as Dragon Ball. And the question is, with the current defensive tools we have, are fuzzies something we want in the game?
I think they still are.
All right.
Well,
so you agree?
maybe.
Cutter, how do you feel about it?
I don't know. So I don't know, because when I think about it, I think it's kind of maybe better players can have an idea of how to change it.
Yeah.
I don't, because the only thing I can think of is I don't know if you should take it out, because you're taking away. It's what makes a lot of characters strong. Like
Yes.
Bardock particularly is strong with it. Maybe that's too much, but I think maybe the answer is to change certain mechanics, like defensive mechanics, rather than taking away options. Giving characters options might be the solution, but then even then, I'm not sure, because it's then that begs the question: what do you add? What options do you give characters?
Exactly. Yeah. It's like a give and take at that point.
And it's rough, because like in Marvel, you have push block, right? So it's volatile. Like it's scary in the corner, and when a character's coming out, it's really hard to block Zero or a lot of characters in that game. But there are a lot of options to get around it.
Yes.
And that's not to say that there aren't options in Dragon Ball, but it feels a lot harder, I think.
Do you think we need traditional push blocking in this game?
I don't know.
Or
Like,
faultless defense?
Gonna do that, especially
think-
considering. No, sorry, or not Arc.
No,
System,
no,
but
go ahead. Go ahead.
I don't think that push. I don't know if like insta block faultless. I don't know if faultless would be great. I think it's rough, because people are like, "Well, I wish push block was in the game," but it's like, well, we already have reflect. Reflect is good for a lot of situations. Use it, but
Make it cost meter to snap. That's an interesting suggestion.
yeah, but how do you do that?
You'd have to make. But the problem is the way we snap
So
right
when
now
I
is
when
DR.
I snap you out, I spend a bar to do it.
Yeah, so you cost them what, 1.25 bars to snap or 1.5 bars to snap? That's
Or are you giving? I mean, it might not. That might not be bad. Who knows? I don't.
Like the weird thing is because a lot of characters do like just DR snap. Like, do you make the animation, or do you give everybody a specific snap normal?
oh, like this is their normal. They have to combo into if they want to snap.
Yeah, because I think
I don't really
I
feel
don't
like we
know.
want to go that direction.
yeah, I don't know.
I mean-
I think snap costing meters like you'll definitely cripple a lot of characters.
There's also some other things, right? You could you might be able to have characters come out higher that might be able to do something about it. I don't know necessarily.
Oh,
but
so you can't jail them immediately?
maybe, but even then, I'm sure people would find setups for it.
Or
So
just-
I don't know.
Or just push the GT assist button.
Yeah, and then you get jailed and fuzzied as you approach the ground, and you're like,
Exactly. Like if you even go remotely higher, like what's the stop? Like if because this is the floor, the character's like coming in like right around where my right hand
Yes.
is, right? So like if you made it go like two up, right? You still have GT assisting go this way. So like, now I didn't really do great in math and doing graphs and shit, but I'm just saying That just doesn't. Point is, everybody would play GT if that was the case.
Do you guys think
they already play GT?
So at this point, people have been doing the data mining.
Oh yeah.
And people are looking for Super Broly.
Uh-huh.
So the question is, from what you've seen so far, do you think Super Broly's actually going to be good?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, just
yes.
Flat out.
Yes.
Cutter, what do you think?
Who knows?
Who knows?
It depends on certain properties. Like he's probably gonna be tall, so
he's gonna be fuzzyable.
Yeah, so that's already something to consider.
That's a strike. That is a strike against him.
But if he has Ki Blast like regular Broly or I don't know, original Broly, whatever you want to call him.
You mean the best zoning tool in the game?
Exactly, right? If you have Ki Blast like that, if you have a command grab that's good, or an anti-air grab, that'd be nice. It seems like he has a couple of levels, which is not bad. He has one that looks like 17's like barrier.
Yes,
that's invincible. That would be sick.
No, yeah.
And then go ahead, sorry.
No, go. Sorry.
He has like the one super that looks like Kid Boo's level 1 where he shoots up the blast. What if that's good? Who knows?
Yeah.
Also, what's his assist? Well, I want to know that too.
Yeah, watch his assist being a command grab.
That would be sick.
Oh,
it'd probably be bad, but
no, but yeah, I think the character, like, one thing that like we saw in that trailer that my eyes just like gravitated towards was those Ki Blasts. They looked slow. They looked really, really slow.
Yeah, I did notice that a bit. I wasn't 100% sure of what I thought about that.
Also I saw like, because usually how they do their trailers, right, is they show off each auto combo.
Yes.
And then that I want to know if those stomps are actually low.
Oh, or if they just appear low. It's like
Nappa.
season 1 Nappa. All of his moves looked like they were lows, but they weren't.
Oh, I remember when Nappa got lows. That was scary. That was a scary time.
Remember when people were like, "Oh, Nappa's got 3 lows. He's got to be good now," and then it just didn't matter.
I remember that day.
And it was like,
I remember going to my local and talking about it. I was like, "Oh my god, Nappa's so good, guys!" And then
he could pick a Cyberman attack. That's crazy.
That's actually.
I was imagining. I'm not gonna lie. When I saw the patch notes and it was like, Nappa can now program his Cyberman, I was imagining some nutty stuff. And then in reality, it's like, yeah, you just choose this one where he spits at him 3 times. And I'm like, that is not nearly as cool. I was hoping that like you get the Cyberman to like cross up or like do these other right, and it wasn't any of that.
Like a puppet character at that point.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Oh my god, imagine if they just made Nappa a puppet character.
No.
See, that's the problem.
See, this is why I don't give JDiesel ideas. Because JDiesel just starts going off the way.
Well, one of the big things is Arxis with Dragon Ball has very intentionally tried not to make tricksy characters.
Wait. Just one. Is it Arxis or is it Bandai Namco?
I think both.
It's both.
Okay.
They have very intentionally. We have gotten like if you look at the characters in Guilty Gear, right, and you compare them to the characters in Dragon Ball. Now, granted, the characters in Dragon Ball are in a versus game, so obviously, going to be toned back a little bit more, right? Unless we're playing like Marvel, and then everything's going to be like wildly powerful.
True.
In this game, I feel like they've played it safe for the most part.
Yeah, I agree.
They created
why do we have cross-up protection from summons now? As a Ginyu player, that was like what unblockable Goldo was one of the few things that we had that was truly degenerate.
Snap, Goku Black snap, 2H in the corner, and you got a cross up, and that lasted for like 1 minute, and then they got a cross up protection.
Yeah,
and then you're just like, man.
Now, granted, Dragon Ball without cross-up protection would be a very different game.
Oh my god, yeah. Trunks would be ridiculous.
Talk to me about how good Yamcha would be.
He's already good.
With no cross-up protection, too?
Oh my god, I'm a slut.
Yamcha
I'm a
calls.
slut thinking
You have
about
to deal with Bardock, Yamcha. Oh my god, like Wolfang cross up.
Oh my god,
That sounds
just sounds
miserable.
that sounds so. That's amazing. What do you mean?
Steph Tendo, babies are us. Exactly. That's what it is.
No, like I'm telling you right now, like Yamcha. Listen, man, Yamcha just has been through a lot. You know, he's just been out here, man.
I mean,
He just
Yamcha definitely has, and I'm kind of curious to see where it all goes here. But actually, we are just about at the end of our time here.
really already.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow, that actually, I literally just looked over at the clock. That blew by.
Yeah.
I guess we had some good stuff to talk about today.
I guess we did. I mean, listen, going back on the Guilty Gear topic real quick, listen, with Strive, it's gonna be crazy. Like you're gonna see a lot of that kind of mix up stuff like in that, and I think now with Dragon Ball being the direction it's in,
Yes.
I think you're gonna see. I think with Broly too. I think you're gonna see a variety come out. I know a lot of people are already really excited to play him. Ricky, Scamby.
Ricky's just going to play double Broly. It's going to
Ri-
happen.
Yeah, I think Scamby's also playing double Broly.
I mean, double Broly sounds sweet.
Double Broly, and like you just
Look,
have the
double
command grab where
Broly
you
and
just listen. If
cooler.
you have the command grab where he just dunks his head and he just goes like straight through the ground, that's just my joint.
It is.
Please, everyone play double Broly so I can fuzzy you.
Oh my god, Cutter, you're
No,
part of the
no,
problem.
no. Listen, Cutter. Listen. I don't want a universal fuzzy every single Broly, but I'm probably gonna do it. But I'm also gonna have fun because I love watching Broly play.
You know
I'm
what?
excited for Broly. He seems like he has potential to be very
I think
good.
he's actually going to be an interesting character.
When do you think he releases?
Probably
It's
like next week.
Yeah, people are talking next Tuesday from the data mine.
What?
It's either next Tuesday or 2 Tuesdays from now.
I think it's next week.
I think hot take, right? Because I work in retail,
Yeah.
right? My money is that they're gonna wait until after Black Friday and like all these flash sales to drop a new character because you would want to hype up your product. This is basic like marketing and stuff, right? You want to hype up your product for the people. If you tell them, hey, last character for the season's coming out after Black Friday, pick up your copy of Dragon Ball then. I don't think he's coming out this Tuesday.
Probably not this Tuesday. No, I mean not tomorrow. No, I don't think so.
No, I think he comes out.
No, it's in like next week, next
yeah,
Tuesday.
I think he comes out after Black Friday.
Maybe.
Well, that would be he's either supposed to come out from the data mines from what's been put on Twitter next Tuesday or the following Tuesday.
I mean that's soon, which is good.
I agree. I want to see him get some play in before we get to World Tour Finals.
Yeah, that's the thing. You want to give people like ample time to get used to the character. Also, if in case there's like stealth nerfs in this new patch, there probably won't be.
Oh my god! Can you imagine if like GT just stopped working after they released Broly?
It's not like
the thickest.
They said they would do like emergency patches, right? Is this an emergency? Who knows?
That would be, oh my god, you like go to bracket, you don't check them, there's like no notes, you don't see anything, so you like go to bracket, and they try to like hit somebody with the spirit bomb, and they just pop out, and it's like, oh, that's
new.
GT Goku can no longer combo into spirit bomb by himself.
I mean, we'd probably find out.
Oh, we'd find out, it would be on Twitter in like,
in like
10
an
minutes.
hour.
Yeah, and there'd be a post with like 10,000 upvotes, and it would be like GT Goku, the menace is dead, and everyone would rejoice, and then the other one would be talking about how they could make changes like this without telling us.
So, do they want to do a change so close to Worlds? That's the question, right?
No, yeah, I think what's gonna happen is that they're gonna. Because Japan is next week.
Is it? Oh yeah, Japan's right.
Yep.
Yeah, Japan Saga is like either this weekend or next weekend.
I don't remember.
No, because I know NEC is next week.
Yes, it is.
Is that Thanksgiving weekend?
It is.
Yeah, it's Cap.
Ah.
All right. Well,
But no, yeah.
Cutter, one of the things we like to do here at Under the Radar is with all of our guests, we like to give you a little bit of time as we get to the end here to go ahead and have you kind of anyone you want to shout out, anything you want to promote or hype up, your own brand, whatever. I'd like to give you this time to do that. So take it
Yeah,
away, my
do
man.
it, Cutter.
Sure. Well, I wanted to say I'm really proud of everyone who came out to the Invitational. And I know Seven couldn't make it, but you were there with us in spirit and you were in chat. You were watching with us. Hopefully, you can make it out to the next one. Or, of course, next Xanadu Monthly, which is December
December 14th.
14th. Yeah. I'm really proud of the scene. I feel like everyone is improving. I feel like I didn't play quite as well yesterday, and I think people were still. It's been a while since I played everyone, so I think people were still nervous. But I could see the improvement in a lot of people's play. People were hungry. They're trying to get better,
Yes.
and I'm excited to see what happens. I hope more people from our scene go out to more events.
I
Because
completely agree.
I think they'll get stronger. I hope more people from out of state come to our events because it's always fun to meet people from out of state. Everyone's always like so nice. It's always great.
I was gonna say I've had nothing but positive experiences with the people who've traveled down to Xanadu or I've met at events traveling myself. Like I've met a lot of wonderful people. I met FloKey. It's stuff like that. Just get outside your comfort zone, travel, and be a welcoming host when they decide to come out to your neck of the woods.
Factoids.
Absolutely. But yeah, I am excited to see even like next week. Like I can't wait to see. And I'm excited for season changes.
Yep.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Next couple of months, probably next year, going into next year. It's gonna be interesting to see what Dragon Ball is.
Definitely agree.
But yeah, other than that, shout out to DMV. Everyone here, fantastic. I love hanging out with everyone. That's it. You want to follow me on Twitter? I'm at J Rashidi.
Yep.
Yes.
His Twitter is on screen right now.
Oh, the Cutter.
If you go back.
Shout out to JDiesel and FloKey for having me on your podcast.
Thank you,
Shout
man.
out to Super Neko for hosting the PRZ at his place. Shout outs to JDiesel for running the bracket, for running the whole PRZ. Really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Aww, that's you cute.
And I really appreciate that. All the players, I appreciate you coming on the podcast. I appreciate all the players who came out to the event and everyone who has supported me in my endeavors with the PRZ. I look to take what has happened with the first PRZ, learn from it, and make it even better as we go forward here.
Let's go, JDiesel.
It's going to be an absolutely stacked event, and I'm going to make it even bigger next time. I've already got some ideas in the works right now, and I'm in talks with people to try to make things happen. So we're going to see what I can get done. But be sure, if you guys enjoyed the podcast, as always, please drop a follow on Twitch for both myself, FloKey, Cutter. Check out our Twitters. They are below our cams right here. And if you're on YouTube, please subscribe, thumbs up, all that jazz. You've heard the spiel from every other person who makes content.
Come on, man. Make sure you thumbs the video up.
Yep.
Hit that subscribe button. Click the bell icon. Get notifications.
Absolutely. And after this, guys, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to host somebody else. So please stick around and we're going to give some love to some other people out here. But anyways, that is going to do it for us here at Under the Radar. I have been JDiesel.
I've been FloKey.
Buff Goku Black.
This guy, really?
And that is going to do it for us. This has been Under the Radar. Peace out, guys.